I'm happy to be in Nagoya once again, and I'm grateful to the groups in the Nagoya area who have arranged this meeting, so giving me a further opportunity to pass on to you my information. And that is what it is, information about the events of the present and the events of the future. Why they are taking place, the nature and the inevitability of this change which is taking place. I would like to spend a moment or two speaking to those who raised their hands as attending this lecture for the very first time. You know your own attitude, but you don't know my attitude. Most speakers talking about important events in the world will expect and hope that his listeners will agree with him and act accordingly. And for your sake, not for my sake, but for your sake, I hope that you do find this interesting and something with which you can agree. But a question I am frequently asked is, this is interesting, but why should I believe it? Give me the proof. Well, what I have to say to you, is largely in the nature of prophecy. And a prophecy can't be proved until it takes place. So please understand that I am not anxious that you should believe what I say. I am simply presenting to you, for your consideration, information which has come my way. Of course, for myself, I do believe it, otherwise I wouldn't spend years telling the world about it. I have plenty to keep me busy and happy without doing that. This information has been proved to me to the fullest extent, and I speak therefore from a point of total conviction that it is true and that the events themselves as they unfold will prove it so to you. Sure of this, I present it to you really to think about, and I only ask that you try to listen to it with an open mind, neither accepting it nor rejecting it at this time. If, as a result of hearing what I have to say, you go home this evening with a renewed hope for the future of the world, for the future of your children and their children, then I shall be perfectly satisfied. We are living in a world undergoing tremendous change. This is the result not only of the greed and the selfishness of the men of money, of the stockbrokers and the bankers who have brought about this so-called recession, this collapse of our economic structure. True, this collapse is due to the greed, the selfishness, the complacency of men of tremendous financial and economic power who have let humanity down. But this catastrophe, as it feels to be by those suffering, is the result of something much greater, something totally cosmic in its scope. We are literally entering a new phase in the evolution of our solar system and of this planet Earth. Our solar system has passed out of the area of influence of one of the great constellations, that of Pisces, and is entering, and has entered already, the beginning of a phase which will last some 2,500 years, which we will call the Age of Aquarius. This is the result of the movement of our solar system round the heavens in relation to the constellations of the zodiac. To take a complete circuit of our zodiac, our solar system takes some 25 to 26,000 years to complete it. And so every 2,150 years or so, approximately, our solar system comes into a new relationship, or a relationship with yet another of the constellations. And that is what has been happening since 1625, when the energies of Pisces, in which we had lived for 2,000 years, began to recede as our sun moved on, and so closer and closer to those of Aquarius. The energies of Aquarius began to come into our solar system in 1675. And by now, the energies of Pisces, always receding, and those of Aquarius growing stronger and stronger as every day that passes, are more or less equal. And that's our problem. There's nothing we can do about it, as we don't even know about it. And these are great cosmic energies pouring out into space and affecting whole solar systems. The energies of Pisces are receding, but the structures, political, economic, religious, social, scientific, cultural, and so on, are there, but they cannot demonstrate the energies. The energies are pulling away backward in space, and the structures therefore become defunct. They're there, but they don't work. And our political and economic structures of today no longer work. Governments can't use them. Men of money can't use them. They can only do what they have always done for 2,000 years, and it doesn't work any longer.